Hey guys, okay, so let's get straight into this. It's time to combine all parts of you, the spiritual side of you and the practical side of you. The deep desire to follow the call in your life and the deep desire to live to the fullness of your potential. The desire to stop fighting who you know you were born to be. Combine it with your deep need to really truly, hey Kayan, how you doing? To really truly be at your best. I've been thinking and talking a little bit about this in recent times, this whole, hey, yes, this desire inside of us. Absolutely, Kayan. I've been thinking and talking about this whole thing inside of me to, yes, I'm a very practical person, but I'm also very intuitively guided, very intuitively driven, very spirit driven, to be very, very precise, okay? I'm very spirit driven, and sometimes there's a tendency to think that you have to be one or the other, or maybe it's just me. But I think for a lot of us, there can be that tendency to think that if you're going to be spiritual, then just be spiritual. If you're going to be in business, then just be in business. Don't try to combine the both together. But I just think that is such a loss for us, the spirit-driven, to think that way. And we've been trained to think that way, almost as if we put our spirituality into a box if you're going to be successful in business, or bring it out of the box and accept the fact that you may never be successful. And I don't think that's truth. I don't think that's truth at all. I don't think we even completely, truly know that we're making that choice at times, but it is a choice that we're making. It's like I was speaking to someone this evening, and it's like some of the rules you set up for yourself as a spiritual person. What does it mean for you to be assertive against being aggressive and nasty to someone? If someone is taking advantage of you, would you quietly just let it happen because, oh, I'm really spiritual, I'm really good, and I want to make sure I stay on the good side of the universe and God? Or is it bad? Or do you consider it bad to say what you really want and feel, and to assertively ask for what you want? And then I was saying to this person that if you work with me, the chances are that some of the things you think are wrong, because, I'm a very spiritual person, I don't want to do that. You may find that actually they're not wrong, or you need to see them differently. In fact, I gave the example this evening to this person who was Christian, about the fact that Jesus went around shouting about the brood of vipers and, pushing people in the temple, pushing down their wares and doing all of this stuff. And then we, the Christian people, are like, oh no, we need to be so, I need to talk with a gentle voice. And I need to do things in a certain way because I need to be so nice and appear to be a good example to the world. And even Jesus said that the people in the kingdom sometimes are less wise than the people in the world. I don't care what your belief systems are. If you're a spiritual person, the chances are you suffer from some of the same things. Where you think that it's that to be spiritual means to let people walk over you. You don't think about it that way though. You are trying to give. And I'm not saying we want to stop that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that as spiritual people, I do believe, need to combine that intuitive wisdom with practical, this is what I need to do to grow a business that makes a difference to a lot more people, that changes lives, that allows me to live out the call on my life. There needs to be a combining of these things. There needs to be a re-questioning of belief systems that keep you stuck in place. But there needs to be as well the ability to live from that place of divine guidance all at the same time. It's almost sometimes it depends on how you've been brought up and how you see spirituality and how you see being in business, but it may almost be like a contradiction, and combining all of this stuff together so that you actually start to live to the fullness of your potential. Because this is it. You cannot completely separate separate your spiritual side from your practical side. You can't. I can't. I tried. We need them to be blended. And we need to figure out how to blend them in a way that feels amazing. And I think it's possible. It's just that we're so used to living to certain rules that say we have to do things in a certain way. I wasn't even going to go here in this exact way, but this is what is coming up. This need to combine the spiritual with the practical for something more explosive. To start speaking as people who live in the world. You may not be of the world, but you live in the world. In order for you to be able to make the difference that you want to make, you need to be able to relate to people in a way that they understand what you're saying. Sometimes people come up with really spiritual terms and it's just like, what the heck are you from the spiritual community? Because it felt too woo. But the truth is, there is a way to combine both, and in fact, it's necessary to. Because if you are someone who has longed for connection, you're not going to allow yourself, I couldn't completely allow myself to build a truly, exceedingly successful life without knowing that my connection to Source was at the very center of it. And the same will happen with you. Okay, I'm not sure what happened, but it disconnected me. Okay, but this is it. I do feel it's necessary and it's time to combine both, and to allow yourself to be super successful. Okay, I do believe, I wrote a post a few months ago now, I think it was, that I believe in a world where the spirit-led are in control, or are something. I can't remember what I called it, but it was something along those lines, because I do believe that. I do believe that we spiritual people have access to incredible wisdom that could literally change the world if we would choose to get beyond our fears and self-doubts and all of that crazy stuff and actually start to live to the fullness of what we're born to live, and stop acting as though to ask for what you want is some kind of evil thing or whatever. Maybe I'm generalizing, but it's what I see at times. This telling ourselves that in order to be of use to the world, you have to, I don't know, almost like almost be a doormat yourself. I don't know, make yourself into a doormat. No. Okay? That isn't useful to you and it's not sustainable. At some point that resentment starts to bubble up inside of you. It's time to get wise. To combine the spiritual and the practical in a way that allows you to create wealth and make a heck of a lot of a difference. You're here for a reason. You have a purpose. You know it. I hope I'm making sense. And even if I'm not, it's what I felt I had to say this evening. But this is it, guys. I am inviting you to work with me. The Abundance Mastermind. What I want you to do is go over to rosemaryunite.com/abundance. And I want you to read through the page. It is long. I make no apology for that. I only want to work with people that like to read. Okay? Okay, so you need to go over to rosemaryunite.com/abundance, read through the page, click on the button, join in. There's a space for 6 people. Just 6 people. We're going to be working together for a minimum of 90 days. Okay? And we're going to be getting crystal clear clarity on what your purpose is, and how to build a business and monetize that purpose, okay? We're going to be looking at how to call in the people you are here to serve. We're going to be looking at something else. Yes, how to do all of this stuff within 90 minutes. I'm not going to promise you that at the beginning you'll be doing it in 90 minutes, but I'm going to promise you that if you will be consistent, you will learn how to work fast. And whatever your technical skill is right now, we're going to help you sort things out. And you don't have to be super rich. And frankly, whenever people tell me about the money thing, most people start businesses with no money, okay? So we figure out how to get ourselves out there regardless of how much money we start with, okay? And that is what you will learn as well if you are willing. Lots of you are sitting on books, on music, on art, on products, on services, on a message that you know you are here to deliver to the world. you're telling yourself that it's not practical, or you're telling yourself, or you've had bad experiences in the past where people took advantage of you, which is definitely what I was speaking to someone about this evening. She'd had experiences where people had taken advantage of her and she didn't want that to happen. And I pointed out to her that no one can take advantage of you unless you let them. And you don't have to let them. There are just certain strategies to put in place so that you don't put yourself in a position where others can take advantage of you. And that can happen with a spiritual person because you're trying to be so giving and nice and wonderful. And people will take what you give, but people can only take what you give, okay? So you have to be wise about what you choose to give and how you choose to give it. I think, yes, give everything away, but choose to do it in a way that doesn't diminish your own self-worth. It's about growing in self-love so that you know when something doesn't feel good to you and allowing yourself to say, you know what? No, I'm not doing that. Not because, I'm supposed to be so selfless, so I will give in a way that makes me feel like crap. No, you don't do that. But that needs growing in self-confidence so that you can ask for what you want. And it's also getting that even deeper connection with Source so that you get the guidance to move you forward. So yes, I am inviting a few of you to work with me in the Abundance Mastermind. As I said, it's a 90-day thing. Over that 90-day period, you'll have a one-on-one call with me. You'll also have 6 mastermind sessions as well as a bonus 3, so really 10 calls with me over that time. You'll have access to the Purpose Driven Profits course, so you have everything you need to take whatever it is that you want to take into the world and start making a difference with it, okay? You'll get access to all of the modules immediately, okay? So that we can start working through them immediately. But in our sessions, we'll be getting very clear about what it is that you are here to do and then start to, put strategy around it so you can actually make an income from it. And if you're ready to stop wishing and waiting for something sometime when the heavens open and the angels come down and point at you directly and say, this is now your time. If you're ready to stop waiting for that and instead choose to realize that your vision is already your permission to move, then honey, you owe it to yourself to go over to that page, read through the page, click on the button, join in, okay? This is your time. We have just a few days before I shut the doors to this, and the next time it opens up again, the investment will be higher. This is your time. If you go over to rosemaryknight.com/abundance, if you are that person called to make a difference in a bigger, a bolder way, done with kind of hanging around waiting, ready to start taking action to get that clear clarity on what it is that you're here to do and how to monetize it online, then this is your moment. Go over to rosemaryknight.com/abundance. Again, read through the page, click on the buttons, join in. I'm looking forward to finding out more about you and working with you, because one of the first things we'll do is actually have a conversation, you and I, one-on-one, making sure that we've mapped out the 90 days so that we know what it is that you're going to be doing. And also, just to make sure that everybody's able to attend the calls, we'll have a first initial call, very quick one, where we'll book in times that suit everyone. So it doesn't matter what part of the world you're in, we will find a time. And I've seen this done. I've been in masterminds where this is done. So there's no, but I can't make that and I can't make the other. No, we will find a time. Everybody will diarize it so that we've saved the dates. And so we know that for the 6 main sessions, we all are on the phone together, okay? Doesn't matter where you are. So, if you are ready to move forward, it's rosemaryknight.com/abundance. It's a heck of an amazing thing that you're going to take part in here. You're going to be learning all about it. Anyway, just go over to the page, honey. There's a heck of a lot of information on there. And it tells you everything you need to know. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to send me over a private message and I'll answer anything. No hello messages. No hello or hi. No, I want, hi Rosemary, I would like to know the answer to blah, 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 blah. and then I will answer that, okay? Otherwise, I generally just spam them. Okay? I sometimes think, actually, people don't always know the difference between a telephone call and a private message, because I think some people are trying to be polite by saying hi first and then get a response from me before telling me what they're saying hi about. But actually, I find it just time wasting. I just think, why are you saying hi? Just so tell me what you want so I can answer you, not have to come back again after I've said hi back to you. Seriously. Okay. That's a little bit of social media etiquette there. Okay, so this is it. RosemaryNonnyKnight.com/abundance. Go. Read through the page. Join in. It is time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you are born to live because you absolutely want to. Let us combine the spiritual with the practical and actually really just allow ourselves to be one complete person, living out the call on our life, creating the wealth we choose to create because we want to. Okay? Again, this is what I know about you, honey. You are born for and capable of a heck of a lot more. So let's stop being the only thing in your own way. Let's move forward. You ready? It's RosemaryNonnyKnight.com/abundance. I look forward to working with you. Until the next time, my honeys. Much love.